Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about the counting principle, and the objective is to be able to calculate the probability of a simple or compound event using the counting principle. Okay, so first we can write probability a few different ways. We can write it as a percentage, we can write it as a fraction, and we can also write it as a decimal between 0 and 1. Let's just go with fractions for now. Okay, so if I have a six-sided die, regular six-sided die, and I want to know the probability of landing on a 3 when I roll it, the 3 is one specific outcome. We're not gonna, the number 3 isn't as important as the fact that it can only land on 3 one way, if that makes sense. So there's a chance of it landing on one chance of it landing on a 3 out of 6 total outcomes, 6 possible outcomes. One, the 3 is the favorable outcome. There's one way it could land on a 3 because I want a 3, and there's 6 total outcomes. So I have a 1 in 6 probability of rolling this die and having it land on a 3. Now, what if I said what is the probability of it rolling on an odd number? I roll the die, it lands on a 1, 3, or a 5. Well, there's 3 favorable outcomes because I could land it on a 1 if I want it on an odd number. I could land it on a 3, or I could land it on a 5. So that's a 3 out of 6, or that simplifies to a 1/2. That's a simple event. Okay, there's just one event going on, and we can take the favorable outcome over the total outcomes possible. So that would be for like a die, right? How about flipping a coin? I have a yellow and red sided coin here. There is a 1, if I want it to land yellow side up, there's a 1 out of 2 chances or probability that it will land yellow side up, because it could land yellow or red. I only want to land yellow. There's one favorable outcome, and so on. So then I can combine the two to make a compound event. Well, if I have the coin, okay, and I want it to be yellow, well, I have a 1 out of 2 chance or probability of it being yellow. And if I wanted this die to land as a 2, okay, I want the number 2. So I have a 1 in 6 probability of it landing on a 2. So what is the probability? This is a compound event. If I say, what's the probability that I flip this coin and the coin is yellow, and I roll the die and the die lands on a 2? That's what I want it to land on, the number 2. So what I can do is I can multiply these two things together. The probability of the first event is 1 out of 2. The probability of the second event is 1 out of 6. So the probability of both events occurring together is a 1 out of 12. Man, the glare is really bad. 1 out of 12 chance there. Okay? So anyway, you believe me. It's 1 out of 12. How about here? Okay. 2. Okay. Now, this can even go further. Let's say I'm trying to decide what kind of car I want. I might either get a normal 4-door car, or I might get a truck, or I might get a van. Okay, and I'm going to pick it at random because I'm just going to go to the classifieds, and I like to live on the edge. Okay, so I'm going to get a truck, a car, a van, and I either want the color to be red or blue. I'm going to write this down here. Red, okay, blue, black, or white. Okay, those are the only colors I want. So if I pick a random car off the lot, and there's an equal number of all of them, then I have a 1. What is the probability that I get a truck, a blue truck? Well, there's a 1 in 3 probability that's going to be a truck, and there's a 1 in 4 probability that it's going to be blue, so there's a 1 in 12 probability that I get a blue truck. It may be a dumb example, but it's the best I can come up with. Okay, so anyway, that is the counting principle.